Let's implement this test. In this test, I must have an instance of a tested class, which is in my case transformation service. Because we can and will have more tests, it is very useful to declare it as an attribute. Next, we must decide where we will create an instance of this attribute. For this, I must say something more about workflow of a test case and test. As you can see, JUnit is a method annotated with annotation @test. There are several other annotations. They are all optional, and if you don't use them, you can delete them and associated methods. I will delete what I won't use. Method annotated with @before class will be executed before any tests and only once for all tests in one test case. Next will be executed tests in following order. Before every test will be executed method annotated with annotation @before. Next will be executed method annotated with @test, and after that will be executed method with @after. This sequence will be applied to all tests. After all tests will be executed method annotated with @after class. Each unit test should be designed in isolation. That means that it should not depend on other unit tests. So creation of an instance of a class under test is usually done in a method annotated with @before annotation. Now we can implement a test. We supply some input data, call the tested method, and compare results with expected results. Okay, now I created some input data called my method, and now I will compare results with expected results. We can use for that several supplied assert methods. These methods are static methods from class JUnit assert, which was imported using import static keyword during creation of a test case using Eclipse. I'm expecting these results and I test them against results from my test method. Now I will run my test, right click, run as JUnit test, and this test passed. If it fails, I can always rerun test with this button